Hare Krishna. Another question which I thought is worth sharing is about the cow's milk. And the question is as follows: why is milk and milk products are allowed to be consumed? Since the first right on milk is of calf, by having milk and milk products, aren't we snatching the rights of calves? Thank you, Prasad ji, for this another important question. So, a quick answer for this is that according to Ayurveda, milk provides special and unique nutrition which cannot be derived from any other type of food. When milk is digested properly, it nourishes all the tissues and promotes balanced emotions, and also it helps in balancing all the doshas. And therefore, it is one of the most important food and also very important to promote ojas. What is ojas? According to Ayurveda, it is a refined substance that the body produces from the most subtle level of proper digestion. This ojas is what brings strength, strong immunity, happiness, and contentment, according to Ayurveda. Therefore, the cow's milk is a very important food which should be included regularly in everyone's diet, especially if we are, following a vegetarian lifestyle. As we are devotees of Lord Shri Krishna as Vaishnavas, it's very much part of our lifestyle. Krishna himself loves milk and milk products. Makhan, he is known as Makhan Chor. So we take it, we offer it to Krishna. So another thing to be noted here is sometimes people ask, oh, you're taking something from plants. Are you not hurting the plants? It's almost in the same line. So yes, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter verse number 13, even if you eat vegetarian diet, if it is not offered to yajna, you only consume sin. So, to purify of the sin of taking from another species for your sustenance, what we do, we offer it to the Lord as a part of yajna and then take it as a remnant. So, by which we get purified, and that because what has been offered to the Lord, by that from the species from which we have taken the food item, either be the plants or either be the cow from which we have taken the milk, even they get benefit. They cannot directly render devotion service, but by this they also get benefit of. They also get spiritual benefits. So that's the quick answer for this. Now let's look a little bit or more in detail about the calf's share. Actually, according to the nature's design, the calf's consumption is only 25%. And how? Because the cow has four udders. So, according to the design of the cow, the one udder worth milk is enough for the calf, whereas a three udder milk, which is meant for human consumption. And that is how it is. Now, I do understand the background of this question because of the commercial dairy farming. This kind of question has become quite relevant today. And not only this, if I can add a little bit to your question, people even are asking a question: should we drink the milk today? Because the cows from whom which milk we are consuming, which is coming from the this whole commercial dairy farms, the cows which are giving us the milk, they are ultimately meant to be slaughtered, and they are tortured in the process of producing milk. So I'm not going to go into those ghastly details of how they mistreated everything, but let's take a look at it a little more analytically. First of all, let's understand milk. Now, there are two types of milk that we have. One is called as A2 type, other is called as A1 type. A2 type cow's milk, according to Ayurveda, is like an elixir, like a nectar, very, very essential for personal well-being. Srila Prabhupada often writes in his purpose, in his writings, that every day we should consume milk because it helps our, fibers. It helps our intelligence to become. It helps our to cultivate our spiritual intelligence in such a way that person can make appropriate inquiry and can really think about higher subject matters rather than just thinking about animalistic propensities like aha nidra bhai maitro, like that. So A2 is that milk which was available or which is available to us from our indigenous cows. And then there is an A1 cow or A1 milk, which is just a recent addition, probably 50, 60 years to Indian dairy farms. And what is this A1 milk? Which is derived largely from hybrid or the Jersey cows. So today is definitely a huge backlash against dairy, and which is quite legitimate. As I said, they torture the cows, they keep the calves away from the cow, which is very, very painful. In the scriptures, cow is one of our mother, and therefore, whenever anyone troubles the cow, there's a lot of backlash in in our society. People become extremely angry because cow is naturally a pet animal. First of all, because cow cannot harm you, cow does not even have the teeth to bite you, and it's actually meant to be protected by the humans for that reason. Anyway, so there is a backlash against the dairy, and there is a lot of epic proportions of animal cruelty, which is part of it, and also there is also a lot of diseases which are coming from this dairy farms. The way they treat the animals, chronic skin conditions, respiratory conditions, and various kind of cancers, etc., etc. So we have to see why it is, and because of which all these kind of questions regarding should we even consume cow's milk, etc., are arising today. It was never there when India won the independence in 1947. We had more than, I believe, how much, somewhere around, and for example, remember the number was, the cows were almost same as number of humans, the population of India at that point of time. But then the slaughterhouses were introduced at large scale by the government of that point of time, and the condition of the cows became more and more miserable. And India at one point of time, maybe even today, is probably is one of the biggest beef exporters in the whole world. It's a very unfortunate situation, no doubt about it. So why? What has led to this poor condition of the cows, and the poor condition of the cows for that reason is dairy farming. And two things: one is the rise of the commercial dairy farming, which has led to epic proportion of animal cruelty, which treats the cow as a machine, and they literally milk her to death, shortening the lifespan of the cow. And if you have a male calf, that is immediately sent to the slaughterhouse, or they are skinned to death, and the leather is extracted, etc., etc., like that. And the second is, which is connected to the commercial dairy farming, because commercial dairy farming has a single focus, that is milk, milk alone. That's it, and that too also of a particular variety with a certain amount of fat. So because of which the cows have become like money making machines, and if you cannot make money out of it, then you have to throw it away. That is why today the very unfortunate situation. So, but here we have to consider another situation. The milk is a food which is sanctioned and designed by God, by Krishna, for humans' consumption and also for the cow's consumption. As I said, the cow produces more than the consumption of the cow. This is not accidental but by design. As I said, there are four udders, out of which one is meant for the cow, and other three are meant for the human consumption. On top of it, the cow's milk is extremely important for the well-being of individual, for a spiritual growth, like that. So, to drink the milk is okay or not okay? Well, let's think about this thing. Because of so much, I would say commercialization, because of which so much trouble is given to the cows, etc., etc. Think about this thing. Imagine rejecting a piece of art or other contribution, any other contribution by a person who has been abused or harmed in some or other way, uh, you know, because they have been abused or harmed. What I meant to say is, okay, I kind of messed up the example. I got distracted. What I was intending to say is, uh, imagine somebody has produced a fantastic piece of work, artwork, and while doing that, they have been abused or harmed while producing that product. Because they have been abused or harmed while producing that artwork, which is but natural for that individual, imagine we reject it. Isn't would be a double mistake done to that individual? First of all, he had been abused in his life. On top of it, the artwork which he has produced, now we are rejecting it because he has been abused. It's like something we call as achut. No, he's not worthy of anything. Simply to reject the milk of a cow on the same line who has been abused, and to reject that milk is also doubly wrong, because that is the only gift the cow can give it to us. Cow is our mother for that reason. So it's a very natural for a cow to give a milk, and it is very much okay for us to drink the milk. And we don't only drink the milk; we offer that milk to Lord Shri Krishna, and that becomes prasad. So what has been offered to Krishna, So the spiritual benefit that the cow will receive, that is something we need to understand about it. So in one way, we are actually, some way, we are helping the cow to overcome that suffering, because that milk had been finally offered to Lord Shri Krishna. Now, of course, those who are causing this harm to the society, no doubt, that has led to the current situation of famine, drought, etc., etc., the troubles within the nations, the civil unrest, etc. The pregnancy increase in the number of killing of the infants within the womb of mother, etc. These are nothing but just a side result or the consequence, karmic reaction to what the humans today are doing to the cow. But in short, the cow's milk is very, very important, and we just don't take it like that. We offer to Krishna. By offering to Krishna, we actually making the life of that cow successful, which otherwise, anyways, had been abused and tortured, would have to go through a karmic chain. But now, because it has been offered to the Lord, the cow would also get delivered. That's our understanding, and our tradition from the beginning of the time has dictated how cow is a part of our family. There are seven mothers described in scriptures, and cow is one of the mothers. So if we really want to do something for the cow, something we should promote and support all those dairy farms which really take care of cow properly. We have several local dairy farms available still. ISKCON have several dairy farms themselves where cow protection is of the utmost importance. We take care of the cow very nicely, and along with that, there are a lot of cow-based products, skin products, toiletries, kitchen products are also created these days. We can consume that, and with that money, it also further in turn support those dairy farmers or those farm projects to take care of the cows. So that way we can serve at our end. And I've just given this answer in more versatile way, in the sense I've extended the question. Although the question originally was only about is it right for human to consume, but I also added another aspect in terms of are we right today to consume cow's milk when we know the cows are being tortured. So I have kind of covered both the question that way. So that's the thought about it. I hope it gives you some clarity. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.